we can reach really much more. And for the event, we have to multiply our event, but also stabilize the fact that all the countries should participate, which is not so easy because school sports some of the time have some means to travel and to send teams, national teams in all over the world, but sometimes also it's quite difficult. So stabilize our model of organizing, it's quite of the next issues. And of course, strengthening the message in the world of sport and education is one of our main goals.
Okay, that's refreshing, and I have to applaud you for that. And congratulations on doubling the number of countries in the organization so far. And I applaud you for pushing hard for that, because this is a critical and important part of sports development for any nation. You know. A few years back, your federation organized an event in Morocco. Tell us about that, and do you plan on hosting any of that in the future?
Yes, it's very important. The Gymnasia, it's like our Olympic Games for schools at the level of 18 years old, and the Gymnasia is at the same moment, at the same place, 18 World School Championship. You must imagine that we play golf, but we swim, we do athletics, we do gymnastics, we do all the combat games at the same moment. So organizing more than 18 sports, it's quite huge, because we are talking about 3,000 athletes at the same place, and Morocco was candidate, and we trust at this time, and we were not disappointed, because organizing this for the first time in Africa, we were quite surprised also of the number of participation. We are more than 58 countries participating, which was quite amazing. And imagine that we have also 28 countries coming from Africa, so it was quite wonderful to have in Africa the first event, and also a large participation of the countries of the zone, so of the continent. So for us it was a great success. Also for the visibility of ISF was great, because it was fully broadcast.
Okay.
Moroccan government has really put this in terms of priority, and all the e-broadcasting was put on IOC channel for a part, so which was great for us. Eurosport was one of the partners for this broadcast. So in terms of visibility, of message of education and sport, for us we were very satisfied of this first step at this level. After, of course, we will go to China in 2020.
Okay.
Their goal is to reach 100 country participation, so they are putting a lot of effort to be linked with all the countries now to convince them to come to Xinjiang. Okay. Xinjiang is a city in the south of China, the sport city where all the sport brands are. So we have X-Step, 361, Anka, which is an Olympic sponsor also. So the city of sport will host the next Gymnasia, which is wonderful for us.
Okay, all right. You mentioned the number of schools. The number of countries that have doubled in terms of the participation over the years since you assumed the office. And I said we know that school sports is the very foundation of grassroots development in sports for many nations. Could you tell us right now, because I know the numbers have changed since a few years back till now, how many countries in Africa are now part of the School Sport Federation?
We are more or less 30 in Africa. I think it's 28 exactly at this moment, but we have also a large of participation, large of progress, sorry. So one of our goals is to continue to organize events in Africa. Particularly, we bet on the fact to organize continental events. Now, Ivory Coast are talking with us, Morocco again. We have also Senegal, of course, with Youth Olympic Games in Dakar. They are talking with us to assure the legacy of the game. So our goal is to organize in Africa, particularly more events. What is very important for Africa is that school sport is very alive in Africa. We have an organization in quite all the countries. I can give you many examples. Let's take, for example, Ivory Coast, the WASU, which is the office.
Hello?
Office, sorry.
Yes.
The Office Office for School Sport and University Sport. So they are very efficient in Ivory Coast, but I can give also some other example, Royal Organization of Morocco. So what is good is the school sport is alive, but also the government now are very conscious on the fact that they must invest for sure for high-level sport, but they are also to invest for school sport, because you can never say that you only take care of the professional sport, forgetting the youth. And
Yes.
We always talk to the government, and they are very conscious on the fact that for health, for education, for citizenship, they are really working strong to do that.
Okay. That you kind of preempted my next question, which was to talk about the importance of school sports in the national sports infrastructure, and to your member federations or the non-member federations who are thinking about joining or on the fence about joining the International School Sports Federation. What would be your message to them about the importance of the International School Sports Federation?
You know, I'm talking to different kind of stakeholders. When I am talking to IOC, to the FIBA for basketball, for the FIFA also for football, they really want to stress the fact that they cannot forget the youth. And I'm doing the same for the government. You say, I can understand that you invest so much for the image of the country and for the part of communication. The role model, the stars are very important for the youth. But you must also be sure that the youth not only watch at the TV. It's not enough. They have to do sport, so they have to go on the field, and sometimes to go back on the field, because some of the countries, some of the young people, they quite are far from the field, from the tracks. So we must convince that it goes through the organization of school games. So hosting an international school sport event like football, like basket, like athletics, swimming, etc. It's a way also to improve your own model in school sport in your country. So that's why now we find some key decision makers who are convinced on the fact, of course, with the limit of the means, and we cannot invent too many models, but they are convinced on the education and sport, and also for the interest of the health of the citizens. You know, we have the problem of obesity, we have problem of non-moving people. So they know that through schools and through sport, they can maybe give a better life for their citizenship.
Okay. All right. Now you talk about the stakeholders, administrators, and people who are in an important position. Now, on the other end of the spectrum of that, the children who are in school, who needs to understand the value of combining sports and education. What would be what would you want to tell those kids about the value of combining sports and education?
What I would say is that sport is not carrying naturally the values. I think it's a lie. It's not because you are doing sport that immediately you have to have a good behavior, and that's not so easy, because you can see on the TV that some people can fight, they can trick, they can fix some match, etc. So it's not so obvious. One of the key subjects is the level of recruitment of the teachers. And we must invest on the fact that educators, we say in the world, educators are so important for their level. You cannot take the guy from here and say, okay, now you become a coach. You have to teach them at a high level, and the country now more and more invest based on the teachers and the educators, in order to be sure that their curriculum is very good in all the matters. Sport, of course, but psychology, anatomy, body science, etc., in order that they can have the good message for the kids, because this is one of the key. Also, they have to think of the way they are teaching the sport. So the sport is, of course, good for itself, but it's also a way to talk about rules and citizenship with the kids. And this part is not so obvious sometimes. I face some situation where the coach is not so good in the behavior. So this is the key point, is the teaching of the teachers.
Okay. Now, On another note, Africa has 54 countries. You say you've penetrated up to 28 countries right now. In Africa is a great a sporting continent. It has a lot of talent, a lot of children who could eventually end up being world champions in various sports disciplines. Besides talking to sports administrators and stakeholders in various sports disciplines, what are your strategies outside of that in terms of expanding to the rest of Africa to get most of all of Africa inside International School Sports Federation? What would be your strategy as far as maybe engaging with media partners and other people like that down the road? What are your strategies?
It's a different strategy. First of all, of course, stakeholders. Particularly, we have the CONFEGES and CONFEMEN, which are the stakeholders for the history of sport and the history of education. Certainly more French-speaking community, but we also have to reach the other one. So stakeholders are very important. Also, we bet on the fact to organize more and more countries, events inside Africa and inside, so we can aware our members and aware the stakeholders to get engaged. We have also, of course, communication. On the social network, we invest a part in the direction of Africa, particularly with our media planners. Mm-hmm. Communication is very important.
Right.
And always taking the occasion to say that in Africa, the school sport in many countries are developed. We just have to bring them in the family.
Right. Okay. All right. Now another issue which has always been paramount with especially people like us who cover sports in Africa, and Africa has had issues with exploitation of talents by fake agents and people who use them to achieve their own rights. Rather than empower these young kids, what would you say to sports administrators across Africa who are conscious about these issues, but cannot address it? What would you say to them about embracing school sports as a way to cut down on dropout rates in school and also decrease the incidence of exploitation?
This part is very important because, I come from a sport which I like, football, but in football this case is very serious. I would say that education is the key message, because when you give a certain level of education to the kids, not only playing football, but also going to schools and what we call the double project. We cannot lead a project of football without being educated, because you will lose. For how many kids who will become professional, you will lose. So this part of educating the kids is very important. Also the responsibility of the coach. They have to be supported in the way, so in order that they cannot do bad behavior and to sell the athletes and to sell the players. So this sort of paying attention of the level of the coach, it's my previous part of the speech, which is very important, and convince the national authorities to increase the level inside their own country in order that the level can be high, and the economic part could be one of the main issues in order to keep inside the country the part of the best player. After they can move, but in the first step, it's good to develop inside.
Okay. Finally, you have 28 member countries in Africa that are part of your association or your federation. What would be your words of encouragement to those who are now within your organization and they have their own issues in terms of logistics and other problems? What would be your words of encouragement towards them?
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Yeah, what would be, you have 28 member federations inside Africa now, and they're operating, they're having issues, their own individual issues with logistics and other financial problems and things like that. What would be your words of encouragement to those associations inside Africa at this point in time?
My message to them is that they should gather more. We organized already a school sport forum for Africa. It was in Morocco last time. They could strengthens their network much more. So we will do our best to meet them more often, because when you put